Another roadblock in those talks between Iran and global powers on reviving the 2015 nuclear agreement. Those talks have been put on hold because of what the EU's foreign policy chief calls, quote, external factors. I think we all know what those external factors likely are. Joining us now is Bloomberg's Anne-Marie Hordern. So, Anne-Marie, if you potentially don't have Iranian supply coming back onto the market at any time in the near term, you have cut off Russian oil and gas here in the U.S. You can look to Venezuela, maybe, maybe not. What does the Biden administration do in this situation?
It's an incredibly difficult situation for the Biden administration, who has been dealing with higher inflation. And we should note they're terming this really Putin's price hike. But we should remember that back in August, we had the NSC, President Biden's main national security advisor, Jake Sullivan, have a letter to OPEC saying we need more oil now because they saw that already prices were going to be too high. So we're in a very difficult position now. They have Iranian talks basically on pause. That is because, Kayleigh, of course, what is going on with Russia. Russia on Saturday was saying that they are a little bit worried about this deal because they want to make sure the sanctions put in place do not impact their plans with Tehran. They are Iranians' biggest backers. So where do they look for oil? Pretty much anywhere they can get it at this point. But the real key would be whether or not they're able to persuade Saudi Arabia to impact the market and add more supply. They are the ones that could immediately, almost overnight, shift this market.
Anne-Marie, what would Iranian oil, were a deal to be done, be worth to this oil market? How many barrels of crude would be coming on? How quickly would they be coming? We're kind of reacting to this. What does that mean in terms of barrels of oil per day? And compare and contrast that to the available spare capacity that Saudi would actually be able to deliver.
Yeah, Saudi can deliver probably in the millions very quick. When it comes to Iran, we should note some Iranian oil is on the market. And I think many people just turn an eye because a lot of this goes to Asia, notably China. So there is some Iranian barrels on the market. If they were to open up and we could see sanctions being lifted, you're talking about potentially hundreds of thousands, and then maybe at some point them being able to lift up to over 1 million. So it would be very significant. I'm not sure it'd even be enough, though, considering where prices are right now and how big Russia is. Russia is the third biggest producer of crude, the second biggest exporter. That is why you are seeing prices